Greetings. This is Dave Gilmore, and this is Design Intelligence. So, how are you holding up? Now, the level of stress has escalated over these many weeks, and we all find ourselves somewhat altered. Whether it's the worries about the unpredictable nature of COVID-19, or the concerns over social unrest, or the severe economic downturn and the aftershock possibilities, or the acrimonious political environment, or the list of anxiety points has populated so quickly over these past few weeks, perhaps more quickly than any prior time in our lives. So let me ask you again, how are you holding up? Stress, or anxiety, is not restricted to its origin. It moves out in multiple directions, similar to a pebble in pond effect. Each successive wave impacts and weakens our ability to sustain, slowly wearing us down. When we wear down enough, we become susceptible to any manner of negative outcomes. This is of true concern to us. We worry that this new and unwelcome vulnerability might dull the profession, inviting us to shrink back into self-protective cocoons. Such a posture might feel good, even comforting for a while, but over an extended period, it numbs and dulls and diminishes our creative edge. We can lose touch with what needs to be done. We can forget that the better posture is one of leaning into the fray, challenging the status quo, and using this crucible of trial as a genuine catalyst towards value redefinition. A few months ago, I read a white paper generated by Michael Porter and a team out of the Harvard Business School. It was entitled, "A Recovery Squandered," an excellent example of counterintuitive thinking to uncover hidden roots that are directly impacting national effectiveness. Well, what comes to mind from that read is this: what must we do and not do through this radically disruptive period to avoid squandering this opportunity? You see, the catalyst of COVID-19 that has triggered economic collapse and widespread social unrest and loss of trust in our government and other bodies of expertise, all of this has pointed a spotlight on multiple shadowed areas of society, business, education, work patterns, community, and more. I fear far too many firms will squander this opportunity of radical disruption, not choosing to turn the spotlight on the shadowy inconsistencies, inefficiencies, and inadequacies of their own effectiveness. I'm talking about areas like marketing, where old identity markers and messages are posturing your firm for irrelevance, where the image of the firm is focused on portfolios and market knowledge promotion rather than true understanding and holistic solutions. I'm talking about business development being confined to RFP hoop jumping, mostly populated with boilerplate content and rear-view mirror examples, rather than authentic relationship building that yields far more than another project contract. I'm talking about leadership ineffectiveness that's tolerated over and over again, rather than establishing clear expectations, accountabilities, and consequence management being put in place to drive authentic cultural transformation. I'm talking about project management that's confined to calendars and budgets, rather than the greater craft of genuine project management resident in many other industries. I'm talking about talent selection to fill seats, rather than a talent strategy where every person is essential to the strategy of the firm and is placed, developed, and transitioned to ensure optimal performance every day, everywhere, all the time. I can keep this list going till your ears bleed, but suffice it to say, there's a lot to do. Are you doing it? We might never be given an opportunity like this again. we might not have another chance like this one to leverage this multi-dimensional disruption towards wholesale change across the built environment industry and the professional practices. It's a matter for each firm to consider, to act or not. Until next time, this is Dave Gilmore, and this is Design Intelligence.